What's up, YouTube? Kavi here, bringing to you another knife review. You've seen this one before. You love it. It's the Spyderco Sage. Beautiful knife. You guys know I'm a Spyderco fan, big time fan, and I love this Spyderco Sage. This is just a great looking knife. That carbon fiber just really pops. It's like looking at a campfire, you just stare at it. I love carbon fiber. There's just so much depth to it. It's lightweight, tractionable. You can hear the grip. Love this knife. I love Spyderco. I love what they do with this knife too. Did you know that Spyderco donates a lot of money to different charities and different groups, things like that? And one of the really cool things in the Sage lineup, if you're not familiar, there's 4 different versions of this knife. Each one is kind of paying homage to a different knife maker. But one of the cool things, that Spyderco does is they support Alzheimer's Society through this knife and all the Sage knives, which is really cool. And if you've not downloaded the Spyderco catalog or had one mailed out to you, I love having them mailed out. It's like just knife porn arrives and you can sit there and look through the pages as much as you want, pick your favorites, but it's really cool. In their catalog they do also let you know kind of the different groups that they support financially or give proceeds to, which is really cool. And I like that. I like when a company can be successful and share some of their success with people who need some help with it. So really cool. Little plug there for Spyderco. And as you guys know, I'm a fanboy. I don't mind admitting it. I'm also a Benchmade fan. To be honest, there's very few knife companies that I dislike. If it's a knife company, they almost always make something I like. So here it is, CPM S30V steel, right? Made in Taiwan. I know a lot of people don't like that. I'm Canadian, so I am not loyal to American-made products, and I don't see the point of it. I want a product, I like it. I don't really care who made it or where they're from. See the liners milled out there. Again, sorry, my knives are dirty. I should clean them before I do these videos. Ah well, it is what it is. I carry them, they get used, they get dirty. Unfortunately, I will try to keep them a little bit cleaner for the sake of the videos. I got a wire clip. The wire clip on the Sage is a lot better than the wire clip on the Dragonfly. There we go. This knife's not clean either. You guys have seen it before. The wire clip on the Dragonfly though, it tends to do this to me. And I know what you're saying. Oh man, Kavi, just tighten up that screw, for crying out loud. But it moves. It doesn't matter if I tighten it up. It's tightened already, and I don't want to wreck it because it doesn't have liner. If I over tighten it, I could crack the FRN or damage it. I don't want to do that. On the Sage, though, just so you know, it doesn't do that. I don't know what the difference is really, but the clip on the Sage, I should close the knife before I handle it like that. The clip on the Sage is a little bit better made. I don't know if it's because it's longer or because it's, screwed into steel liners. Going through that nice pillar construction there. This knife is just beautiful. It just is so nice. It's a handsome looking knife. Just really nice. There's the jimping on the top. A little on the bottom too. Very nice. Excellent grip in the hand. It feels good. This knife feels good, both you know, holding it in the larger choil here where the liner is, or on this choil here. Ties into the blade. It's really nice. Pivot, I think the pivot's a good size, and just a really nice design. One of the couple questions I want to change a little bit how I'm doing the knife reviews here, but I think there's two important questions to ask all the time. Whenever you have a knife, you know, whether you like it or not, it can all be summed up really in two questions. One, if I was using this knife the way that I use this knife, now that I've had it for a little while, and the tasks that I do with it, if this knife broke, would I buy it again? Well, I only cut really paper, cardboard, a few things like that with this particular knife. You know, if it broke, would I buy it again? I might. But here's the real question to me. If I lost this knife, let's say I went camping and got home and I realized, oh my goodness, I left the knife on the picnic table. Maybe I put it on the roof of my car, whatever the case. If I lost this knife, would I buy it again? And I think that's really the question that defines whether or not this item has enough value, right? When you consider how much it cost versus how much you like it and use it. If you lost this knife, really, would you buy it again? And for me, absolutely. If I lost this knife, I would definitely buy it again. I love it. Like I said, when I first got it, I wasn't overly thrilled with it, but as I began to use it, the blade design is just awesome. This leaf-shaped blade that Spyderco is quite familiar for doing is so functional. It really is. It pierces well. It's got tons of belly. It's relatively easy to sharpen. I love S30V. S30V I can sharpen no problem. I struggle more with VG10 than S30V, so I try to shy away from the VG10 steels just because they seem to be a little bit harder for me to sharpen. S30V I can put a wicked edge on that in no time. I don't know if that's just me, but I struggle with the VG10. But love this knife, love it, love it. And I would definitely buy it again. In fact, since there's 4 different versions, I may also buy another one. I've got my eye on the titanium frame lock, but the price tag is a little bit higher on that one. So I'm kind of holding off on that particular model. Something kind of similar to this, and I've kind of showed this knife before, is the Benchmade Griptilian. And I know that they're very different knives, but I kind of feel like for weight, for size, you know, likability, these two knives are very similar for me. I also think that the Tenacious, or even the Ambitious, or is it Persistence? The Persistence, I'm sorry, is very close. The Tenacious, which I don't have in front of me right now, I think it's stored away, but I really like the Tenacious. And this is basically, if you own a Tenacious and you want like a better version of it in every way possible, this is it here. You know, the Tenacious is a great value, it's a great performing knife, but it's a great performing knife for its price range. This is a great performing knife for any price range. That's how I feel. It's so smooth to open. I mean, just listen. Just a great knife. Cranks open. There's nothing to it. Finger flip. Yep. I love Spyderco's, the Spidey drop. Right? You just flick it down, hold on to the hole, flick it down. Love it. If you don't have a Spyderco, you don't know what you're missing. You know, this one here is going to run you, I think I paid a little over $100 for this one. And I didn't find a very good deal on it, but a little over $100 for this guy here, brand new. You know, it wasn't a bad deal, but it's not It's not like I pounced on it. I wanted this knife and therefore I bought it. Yeah, it wasn't on my list of knives to watch for, and I was gonna wait to buy it like the Griptilian. You know, I got the Griptilian for a really good price. I think I paid 65, I think, for my Griptilian. You know, I just watch online every day. I pretty much go on there and I've got a list of knives that I look for, and you know, when I find one for a good price, I snap it up. Even if it's something that, you know, maybe I'm not totally looking to put in my collection just yet. You know, if I find a good deal, I'll take advantage of it. So some months I get more knives, other months, but really love the Sage. Really, really cool knife. Super nice. You can wear this. I think you could wear this to a funeral. I mean, I don't think, you know, it's not going to offend anybody like something with a little bit more color. You know, that might be a little bit too much to wear to a funeral. But definitely this guy here, you could wear it to any occasion, I think. The black pocket clip, it just disappears. Love it. Well, guys, that's it. Catch you later.